Excuse me, let me clear my throat. How y'all doing? It's your boy back again. Going live once again. Now I'm doing something spontaneous. I wonder if they gonna get mad and try to hit me with some orchestrated noise out of nowhere because it's been a minute. Like it be like the frequency of my videos been even slower because I've been trying to actually live in the moment and actually trying to get my mind off of this shit because dealing with this shit every damn day is fucking irritating. Especially when these people enjoy doing this. Like they know they enjoy doing it and they're pieces of shit, to be honest. They're low, the lowest of the low. These programs that fund people's escapades of 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 mental illness and harassment and torture is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like in my experience, at least in my targeting, these niggas smother the shit out of me. They everywhere I fucking go and in my way and always trying to be around me, not giving me a minute of peace to myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they could be anywhere else in the world, they choose to be around you. But the fact that we so called don't really matter and we're not that important. Like, why are you choosing to be around me, or why are you electing to weave me into everything that that they do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go like walking, and then all of a sudden, if I catch a bus, like somebody who was posted around that just looks suspicious on some stuff, or people that you notice that's doing the tactics and all that stuff, they'll hop on the bus with you and follow you all around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just you can go all the way to like a secluded area, bro. Seclusion, seclusion, and they'll just bombard you. But you know they hate it when you do it to them, because you know the perpetrators, they run out of mental fortitude and energy faster than we do. So they have to use a lot of people. They have to use a lot of people to try to bombard you or get a fucking reaction out of you. But you know what? Like this is what I wanted to say. I was just looking and I was seeing, like, I see all of these things on the internet and in the newspapers and stuff like that about how these people, like, people are going on mass killings and or it'd be like something extra malice that somebody do to somebody. Like I just seen a a, a, a article online. Well, somebody else made a video about the article. A man stabbed his wife, well, his the mother of his kids, over 150 times. And you know, this program is supposed to represent mental illness, but like, you know, nobody really, like, everybody has a breaking point. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like, is it really the person's fault that they're like that they that they lash out? Because these people are being systematically harassed uh, so strongly to a point where, like, what do you expect? What are you expecting from somebody? And the fact, like, the kind of things that they do, and the fact that you know that these people know, because you know one of the tactics that they have is direct conversation, where they say things that reflect to your life. You know what I'm saying? That only you should know, because you know they have these different technologies like remote neural monitoring, where they could uh have insight on what it is that you think or what's going through your mind, your thought process, or like they have, it's almost like foresight on what you're gonna do or what's coming to your brain, and they're allowed to send thoughts to your brain, and along with that, they use the other people around them in their street theater to advertise. It's just like commercials. It's like it's witchcraft, bro. It's like manipulation, trying to manipulate you and persuade you and coerce you into doing things by repetition and frequency and high frequencies and stuff like that. So like one thing about my target, and I know they always mentioning some figure, some amount of money that's in my account, like that's close to the amount or something that's relative to it, and they'll be talking about it and stuff, and just trying to get you to overall like feel uncomfortable about what you have, or get you to spend your money uh, frivolously and stuff like that, or get you to waste your resources and do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like it be little things that compile on that, but it all ties into the the plan for the destruction, and this all comes together into one thing. And folks get mad when you talk about gang stalking. Like, how you mad? The truth is the truth, and I can prove it with papers, with the papers that your government with the are producing, and the orders that they're putting out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just plausible deniability. You know what I'm saying? People really, like, they're the real psychopaths. They don't they hate you for knowing the truth, for actually finding out the truth. But if you didn't find out the truth, it's like they don't really. Are they doing away with Section 702? I don't really know. I haven't been abreast on it. I heard Bluffy talking about it earlier, but I would hope so. I want it to be gone, but uh, you know, it's like these. It's rumors of war, bro. Like they gonna say whatever, just like how they saying there's war in Israel right now. Like it ain't no damn war. America is so damn out of shape. um these places that are going on, it's really about land conquest and who you serve and how you conduct yourself, and that's what they warring over, and over property and control. They want control over people. They want you to be slaves. They want you to be at their disposal. So that's what they're having war about. And like the American wars that our military and government are fighting is the war on the actual people, which is like what Kamala Harris was talking about, population control. This population control. They are population control, and how is this manifesting into the real world? Is human trafficking, child trafficking, all of this stuff, like eugenics, locking black men up. Not even just black men, anybody who's like not with this bull that they pushing. Yes, I know it's a fallen world, and like these people is like delusional. I'm like, how can you pretend? I can't sit here and pretend. I'm gonna keep talking about it until I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just irritating because, like, no matter how, it's always a little part of me that want the world to go back to what before I actually knew what it was, like where I could live genuinely and I have my genuine intentions, and thinking, how it is, how it was. But when our bubble got popped, like we know that like the world is given into the hands of the wicked for real. And folks don't be folks, like, I don't know. It's a lot to do, at the same time. It's a it's like a love hate. It's not a love hate thing. I ain't gonna say that, but it's like I be having I feel some sort of remorse to for some of the perps, because some people is born into this, and like once I start really thinking about it, a lot of people born into the system, they don't have no place to live. Jail is a place for them to live. So like, but this is what I was thinking about just like 5 minutes, like 5 minutes ago before I hopped on. Like when I got locked up, I noticed that when no matter where I went, like it was always like a hostile environment, and like I noticed in other pods, like they had TV and stuff like that, but it seemed like a lot of the people that where I went, it was just like, harassment. The harassment is both ways. I started putting two and two together. It's like, yeah, these people, they're doing that and working they move for in order to be comfortable. Like, cause this is why I was just thinking, like, it's all the same, no matter where you are. If you live in an apartment, or if you live in a house, or you're homeless, like it's all the same because you're dealing with the harassment, you're dealing with the world. But it's all the same no matter where you go, but it's just worse some places. Like some places where you giving up your rights, your civil rights as a person, where people can't really cross lines. But this is what this program is about. It's about crossing those boundaries without no repercussions. It's all on you, on us, the targets. And it's like how can you keep composure in all of this? And which is really surprising me, because I guess knowing is half the battle. Because a lot of people, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that fail to this with for the lack of knowledge. It says that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, and that's the truth, for real. If you don't know what's going on, especially like getting gaslit by people and people just really trying you like you a hoe, like, dude, like it's a lot to it's more than any regular person to bear. You know what I'm saying? So like back to it being like the like how it actually works. These folks is actually like this is one. They're one with the system. They're being manipulated, controlled, and they're okay with it. And I mean, we all get manipulated and controlled in a certain way because that's the whole reason of the program. They're flexing their muscles on us, showing how much control they have. They can control our environment, but they can't control us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just like to give an example for traffic, like I always wondered, like I was just saying to somebody, that I remember it was times where I could ride on the highway and it won't be one car. It wouldn't be one car on the street. I remember those times. I remember those times when I could go places and be nobody. But nowadays, like it ain't no place you can't go without somebody being there. Well, me at least, no, without somebody being there. And I always question, like, damn, how is there always somebody at the store? Like, there's always somebody at the store. And I used to question this, but I just never could fathom an answer for myself. But now I'm getting the answers, all the answers that I've been asking since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And like I was probably projected to be one of the fucking perpetrators that go around fucking hurting people because I was bullied and shit. But no, that's not what I'm on. But like once I really understand that I am in the program, like it made things a whole lot easier. But I used to take things to heart because I didn't understand why a lot of people would be pushing away from me and stuff like that, and like moving away and doing, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. It seemed like I can't keep no relationships, whether it be friendship or or uh or a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It always seemed like somebody is just working against me. Like I've never met one person that we be on the same accord the whole time and it just flow. This is why I don't understand like how people are able to have best friends for so long. Like this is what I always wonder, like how are they having best friends? But the truth is it's always a perp and a target. It's always somebody who's fucking reckless that's willing to destroy their life around you, but the fact that you're their friend, like you overlook a lot of stuff. You overlook a lot of things, but really it's like that. It's like people been placed into places and into relationships and stuff. So back to that story, the man stabbed his wife 150 times. So if you're being placed in these relationships, or these people are being put on you, because like I think I've said this in one of my other videos. Like when I was in high school, I bumped into like one of my girlfriends that I had. It went like a fucking Disney movie. Shawty bumped into me while I was walking with my friends, having a fucking good time in the hallway, having conversation, and she dropped her books. Like, I can't make this up. But turns out, like, Shawty just went, like, just did everything that you would not want them to do. You know what I'm saying? And it come to find out, like, I've tested the theory. Like, it's not about how you treat somebody. It's not. It don't have nothing to do how you treat somebody. It don't have to do with. It don't have nothing to do with none of the material things, because it's a fucking, like, just flat out. It's conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, and it's like it's a plan to meet your downfall, your demise. Like, what else can I say? And it's just knowing that these people are doing this, and you like, I feel like Brody, who stabbed his wife 150 times, just really flipped out. Like, he was probably tired of the plausible deniability, all of this stuff, everything. Like, it's paperwork's on this. Like, I'm starting to see so many migrants and illegals that just follow you and harass you. Like, they're getting their paperworks, and they're under government programs, so they can keep their paperwork and they can transfer and all that stuff. Different stuff. Like, it's different programs, and America is not America no more. Like, America is some. It's like a fucking. It's a prison, bro. Like, the world is a prison, and like, the population control here is so bad. Like, men, to be exact, are like being targeted so hard. But is it really the men that's being like? I feel like it's the men being you like being targeted, but they using the women against the men, and they using they'll use different laws, and they'll use all of the societies and fraternities and all that stuff. The connections. They use all of their worldly connections to fuck us over. It's just annoying. It's annoying. Like, and it's like I could see that it has made me a better person overall, because like, well, when you know what's going on, it makes you a better person. But the whole thing is, people, they do it, they put you in these things and you don't know. So a lot of the things that you're going through, the harassment, the fucking intimidation, the threats, all of that stuff, like the slander, the sensitization, all of this stuff, the tactics, like, is really, it makes you feel like being treated inhumanely is normal. It makes you think that is normal. So when you actually get around people that actually, like, civilized people, that which is not really many left, because they're either being put in these programs and killed, or being fucking genocided off, or being human trafficked to other places, and being slaughtered for their for their innards and organs and stuff like that. There's not really many people left. So it's a bunch of ain't shit ass people, or a whole bunch of people that would rather say fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's almost like they still in they cut your face off and put it on their face. It's like they want to become you. Like, everything that you really are, they proclaim to be, but they want to act like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what, and this is what I had to figure out. Like, I would go outside of myself trying to appease others or be what I feel what is like what is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being what actually is. And now when you actually be what is, they can't stand that because they can't destroy you. It's not giving it's not giving what they want. It's not giving the energy they want. It's not backing up none of the stuff that they say or that they claim against you secretly because you'll never know unless you just hearing the directed conversation. Like they'll never tell you. But the fact that the point that kills me is like all of these or areas that that you be in is like controlled areas. Like everybody in this area know that you're the POI. So they just look at you like you're some wonder of the world or some fucking scum of the earth. And it's crazy because like these folks they never know you and like they just really be in the way and they don't understand that they're being used and once they're done being used for the for what their masters are actually trying to achieve, which is eugenics and population control and installing fear where people fall in line. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was righteous, if it was a righteous thing, people would naturally fall in line. But where you gotta make somebody fall in line, it's like it ain't right. Like I just been so irritated. Like it gets to the points where sometimes I just gotta talk because you know being I don't want it to be like that, man. Because it makes me think a lot of this crime that be going on. It's a lot of people that's being fucking tortured and mentally harassed and stuff like that, and they don't know it, and they just think that they're just they are being overwhelmed with feelings of things naturally, but that's not natural. It's going based off. So like it says in the Bible that the thief they'll come through the windows. The thief will come through the windows, and what I get from that is like the eyes are the windows to your soul. So like they're stealing your perception. Like so, you got a subconscious and you got a a, a conscious mind. So like you seeing things with your conscious mind. You're trying to hold on to your thoughts and your conscious mind, but the program is sitting here. Okay, they want you to. Okay, say all right, I'm a man and they're pushing the pedophilia agenda. So they'll keep on putting fucking kids in front of you and shit like that. Like and they'll keep you away from from actually being with actual women or they'll make you feel like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where you don't even want to approach nobody type shit. So like they're trying to force that narrative like by putting that in front of you, like putting that in your windows. They're putting people doing trifling shit like pissing outside next to you, people doing fucking the throat clearing, the coughing and shit like that on purpose, and being weirdos, you know what I'm saying, on purpose to fucking sensitize you, and they're entering the windows of your soul and entering your subconscious mind. And somehow some days you will find yourself doing the things that they've been trying to to coerce you to do or trying to mind control you to do. And like all you could really do is like it's easy to say to go against the grain, but that shit take a lot of energy and resources, and it's hard. So it's like what you gonna do? So you'll probably go with the natural flow of with an unnatural flow of it, and goddamn try to find your damn next exit. Try to grapple hook up out that shit, but it's a strong ass current, bro. It's a strong current when it's hundreds of thousands people that's fucking harassing and shit like that. And I feel like it's everything's coordinated. Like, well, I know it's coordinated and it's on a time schedule. And I noticed when like back in a few months ago, like maybe like 5 6 months ago, like it'd be a time limit on it, and if you don't really meet the time limit, these folks be mad and shit like that. So like they be like, "Oh, I gotta stay out longer because he didn't want to do this or he didn't do that." You know what I mean? So people really getting tired of you because they have to watch you. Like, who told you to do that? Nobody's telling you to watch me. Who's telling you to supervise me? Who's telling you to stand over me? Who's telling you to shadow me? Whose job is that? Like, who told you to do that shit? You know what I'm saying? So like when like it's a really sticky situation. So like of course like you trying not to have no fucking reaction to this shit. But that man, I guarantee that he was being fucking gaslit or something. And it's like they got kids together. You know how it is when you dealing with Eve and shit like that. They fucking unruly, and they like I've literally heard people heard some of them say that, oh, I'd rather listen to the slave master. You a slave. Like, I rather take orders from a slave master, and that's what they do. They really do that shit, and it's crazy. No, I'm doing something. No, I'm doing something. They really do that, and it's like, um, it's it just threw me off. Uh, oh yeah, so like they really be doing that, and they treat you like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a part of the program. It's all a part of it, and I've really just been really sitting and biting and watching all of the tech. It's like so many tech. Everything that is said and done is like a fucking attack. It's like blades coming out they fucking mouth and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like how do I not just jaw your ass right here? How do I not just run up and do your ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if it was any like, this is like it's a program full of cowards because they have to have a whole set to actually even disrespect you. Because I remember times when it was like before I was actually like the program actually went overt and my shit was kind of normal. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas wouldn't disrespect me like that. They wouldn't try me like that. They'll disrespect me in front of a bunch of people, like where what I'm saying. But when it's like when I'm by myself or we're around people, like they wouldn't disrespect me like that. They wouldn't try to play me like that. But now, since the program is up, it's a fucking harassment program. So like these niggas is on that shit. And then like me personally, I got a case on me. So like these niggas know the stipulations of my shit and all this shit. So like they trying to drag you into some stuff. So it's like that you wouldn't be doing this shit. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say what you saying. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't try me like that if you knew I was. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that. And that's why I had to really start like having a little more self control because like recognizing that these folks is psychopathic and have no regard for their life. They feel like they can just do whatever they want to you and say what they want to you and not have no reaction. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even warranted. You know what I'm saying? It's not warranted. Like when usually when we say something or we on somebody ass about something, it's because they're doing something wrong or they're trying you, bro. Like it's like they be doing shit. But if ain't nothing going on or nothing is out of the ordinary, like 9 times out of 10, any target ain't gonna have problem with nobody. All we be trying to do is chill and live. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they know that. But this is the people that ain't got no life. They addicted to this shit. They addicted to having what they call motion, and they motion ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this stuff is fake. Like money is fake. Like everybody is working for a dollar that's finna fucking collapse, and they're doing this shit and trying to stack up money for a system that's about to collapse. Like this shit is collapsing, and they're pushing it where, like, even if you collect all of the money, if you collect all of the money and then they switch over to digital, that shit is just paper, bro. It's just fucking paper. I'm gonna probably use I'm gonna stack up on it and I'm gonna use it as some toilet paper. I'm gonna use it as toilet paper. I promise you, I'm gonna use it as toilet paper. I probably won't even put it on me as toilet paper. I probably use it as compost. Probably use it as like some as a fire starter. Some the dried you know what I mean? Like it's really like somebody is telling me, oh, if you give me these two sheets of paper, I could give you this. Like what? It I don't know, bro. People like I can't get irritated, but it's always like something that you feel like you know more than somebody else, but like when you actually know the truth, it's like, damn, when is everybody else gonna wake up? But then that's when you realize everybody else is gone. It's only a few. It's only a few people, and then it's so many shields out here. Like it's so many people that act like they in the same situation, and they'll take your information in which like my information has been public already. So and now that I know people has been leaking my shit and watching me and recording me, which I always feel uncomfortable when these folks pull out their cameras. Well, used to, excuse me, I used to feel uncomfortable. Like now, I know it, and I look dead at them. I stare at them in their eyes or at their eyelids until they get ready to look because I know, and they'll never end up looking because they know they be shameful. It's full of shame because they know what they be doing. Gang stalking by the numbers. You be putting out good content, bro. I'm gonna have to check out gang stalking by the numbers. I feel you. I see a lot of my loved ones that's been tricked against me. In my head, my heart hurts for them, knowing they're going to have to pay for what they've done. Yeah, it'd be like that. Definitely do. It definitely be like that. But everybody chose their sides. Everybody chooses their sides, and people that go up against us. I mean, it don't end well for them. You know what I'm saying? And I really just be praying, bro. Like I be praying for people's souls, and I be praying for people to have a change of heart. And and if nobody have a change of heart, I mean, I guess they wasn't the real people that was praying that the prayers was meant for. But yeah, man, like this shit is irritating, bro. And like people is doing like they are going out of their way. They'll go out their way to fucking try you, and they don't really feel like because the whole thing they don't feel no fear, they don't feel no anxiety, no shame, like shameless. So it's like like okay, so if this is what's crazy about it, they're telling you that this person is a psychopath. They do this. They're violent. They're all these things. But the fact is, you sitting here, if that person was really like that, and everything that they say that you is, why would you even approach them or even try to do something slightly remotely wrong to them? Because if it would be a fear for your life thing, I don't think anybody would aggress somebody or try somebody who they are afraid of. You know what I mean? So that's one of the lies about about this program. They do that to us because they know that we ain't really trying to do that. Or it could be the opposite. They know that you have a history of being aggravated, but 9 times out of 10, what you find out is that you've been being targeted. So like you ain't aggravated for nothing. Like them folks probably been doing the shit to you the whole time and you ain't really notice. So like they just be it's like they tie their own rope and they play ring around the rosy with the rope and then it's like musical chairs with ropes. See who get hung first by by their own devices. Like you sitting here using like manipulation tactics to try to get at one person, but you fall on your own sword. Like that's crazy how it worked. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to blow off a little steam on here. This junk is not it hasn't ceased yet, but when the grinding cease, like when this shit stop, it's already damn near no jobs like to work for fucking imaginary money. So like what is actually even going on? You know what I'm saying? Like what actually is it? What do they even want? They want control. This program knows we don't hurt people because if we did, this program would have been shut down a long time ago. Yeah, it would have they would have reached their mission. It would have been they would have already reached their goal. Like it's a slow dagger. They just want to fucking fuck you over. And they know that like if they didn't systematically oppress certain people that the world would be totally different. Oh. Okay, okay. And this is another thing that I've witnessed that I this is what something I feel about it. So like you know how it is that we can't really find jobs like that, or it's certain jobs where they gotta pay you certain money or something like that. But some of us they don't want working at all, and I feel like it's because of whatever principality that reigns over you. Because truly, we are slaves. We are slaves to the system and stuff like that. So I feel like we're like this is what they be talking about all the time. They talk about a wealth transfer. It's going to be a wealth transfer. It's going to be a wealth transfer. But in the Bible it says that the wealth of the wicked are laid up for the righteous. So I noticed that like when I was working and I get a lot of harassment while I was trying to work and a lot of the programming the programming that I was saying like what's it the frequency programming and stuff like that and all the manipulation trying to get you to do stuff that they say because they make you feel uncomfortable or something like that. Like they was trying to get me to stop working and I wonder why. It's and then the inner workings of it, they'll never be able to tell you. They can't tell you the inner workings of it. So because they'll get in trouble or, whatever it is that happened to them because they can't speak about it. Um because technically like hypothetically it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like you are connected to somebody else's money, like or whatever it is, however it is. So the wealth of the wicked are laid up for the righteous. So they don't want us to work because if we become successful, it means it's the end of them or something like that. That's what I feel. That's one thing what I feel. And if that's why we got to be held down. That's really what I feel. But just drop a comment on whatever you feel about it, or if you agree, just let me know.